biotechnology. So I joined PhD in Malaysia in molecular biology around 2009 with one of my friends. They have a reference, and I had a university rank in BSc, so I could get it easily. But the catch was that supervisor told she cannot fund me for 1 or 2 years, so I could arrange my own fund. Still, out of excitation, I joined, but already health issue was there. Still, without considering it, I went ahead and joined. So there was no scholarship for 1 year, and I got financial difficulty even for the visa renewal and things. And the supervisor, actually, she's fine, but she was not supportive enough of the OCD thing, anxiety. Actually, she didn't understand that. So I had to terminate the PhD after 1 year.
Can you tell me about your problem? You said you have some OCD issue, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
I do have.
And are you okay now, or do you still have it?
No, OCD is a chronic condition. It will be there for maybe lifelong. But I'm taking right medicines now.
Okay.
I used to take medicine at that time also. That was not helping very much, like just for managing it. Nowadays, I think it's the medicines currently I take. It's kind of working somewhat to some extent. And if the medicine works, I can go for the therapy also. Kind of, I'm in a recovery mode for the first time in my life. But still, I want to build my career because I have so much passion for cancer genetics and anti-aging, these things. But I'm not able to do. I applied for PhD in US also. I have cleared IELTS with 7.5 score also. So what I did, I came back to India in 2010, and till I was getting some treatment in the months till 2012. I joined MTech Biotechnology in Amity University, Noida, and I finished MTech in 2014. From 2015, my career started, proper career. I joined Roche Diagnostics. That was a field job. I couldn't continue because of the issue. I left in maybe 10 months, I guess. Then I couldn't find proper job, and my health was deteriorating. So recently, I took a training in my field for a month. Then I joined another job like MedGenome, which is my current field, genetics. And but I couldn't sustain there also. But I didn't want to resign there. I asked 1 month leave for therapy and things. But they told you can take 2 months leave, but you resign. After that, you can join. So they were ready to take me again, actually. But the COVID lockdown happened after that. And now they have frozen any hiring. So I'm applying a lot of job opportunities here. I'm learning new things also, like add-ons, like Python and things. Still, though I have good skills and university rank, high score and everything, but these career gaps are so much acting as an impediment. I'm not able to move beyond that. Like, I cannot convince the HR about the health because they may think that, okay, again you may have the problem. From their point of view, they're right also, but I have to convince them and give me a platform or something to prove myself. This is so I'm kind of blind. I don't know what to do next. Like,
so right now.
I tried some US jobs also. Maybe in US, North America, Europe, they consider OCD as a disability actually. So in India, it's not considered some disability or something. So I tried in US. I gave the IELTS also. I got good score, 7.5, but still not successful.
So let me ask you, what are you looking for now? Like, what are some of your questions that comes to your mind? Like, if you want to, like, for me to understand them, like, what are you looking for?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you understand my situation. Like, if how do I proceed? Like, to get through, to convince the HR that I can work properly, and
HR, which HR? Where?
No, for example, Biocon, right? So I applied there. Skills are good, experience is there, but still.
But why you have to?
What they tell is that.
But why you have to tell your conditions to any HR?
No. Even if I don't tell that, actually they ask, like, what were you doing? You were skipping 2 3 jobs simultaneously. So how can we trust you? Like
Yeah, but
you were like skipping jobs so frequently. They were telling me, and there were some gaps also, 2 year, 3 years gaps. What were you doing? Yeah. So out of no other option because I don't have any option, then I had to tell something. Even if not completely, I had to tell, okay, I had health issues and things. So they may not ask the detail. Then, okay, what if the health issue comes again? Then something, one or other way, they hesitate. That's
to be honest with you, I think this is something that I'm not sure how much you can be open about in um, telling to people in a like professionally. Um,
okay.
Here is the thing. I mean, I understand your point that it can be considered as a disability, but it's not like somebody who doesn't have a limp or something. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
different kind of
that,
a disability,
yeah.
right? And I don't know how bad is your condition could be or could become. That could be the reason why HR says like that. I personally, if you ask me, I don't think this is something you should be sharing with anyone in professionally, other than your doctor.
Okay.
It's very straightforward. I don't think that if you're gonna share with this, because this is something very personal to you and your condition and and sharing. I don't think that if you're gonna share this information, that's gonna do anything good um, for or bring anything, even though the other person has maybe very sensitive towards this topic, but at the end of the day they want to hire someone who is a who is a professional and can work, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can understand that your condition is affecting your career and has affected your career, but this is something that at the end of the day you are the one who has to fight. So I mean, think of it. If you are a owner of a company or you have a business, your job is to make that business successful, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And if would you hire someone whom you think is not be able to work or something? And I don't know. I mean, there are some companies who, especially the bigger companies, who may be much more lenient than the smaller ones, and they may have some policies that would be helpful. But as I said, my advice to you would be is I don't think that uh, because this is a condition that you are going through and you are working on it, I don't think you should be sharing this in to anyone other than your doctor or your family, in my
Sorry,
opinion.
doctor, huh?
In To your doctor or your family. I don't think this is something that you want to share professionally.
Yeah, no,
As far as
professionally, actually, I don't share.
they
But
ask you why you have moved, you can make different professional excuses. You don't have to give medical excuses on that. That's what I'm saying.
okay,
You can
okay,
say, I didn't like the work. You can say that, um, I was that what I was doing was something that I was not enjoying. That was not lined up with my professional career or aspirations, things like that. But I don't think if you're gonna tell someone, okay, why you left that many jobs, and you're gonna say because I have OCD, the impression would be very conducive, to be honest.
actually, I don't tell that. Initially, if they ask, I tell that okay, actually I was taking care of family business and things. Actually, I tell that only. But that comes up while taking interview, right? But now I'm not even able to go to that level of being interviewed.
Yeah, that's a separate story. No, no, but that's a separate story. I don't think you are the only one who are facing this problem. Here's the thing. Not being able to secure an interview or something can have 10 different meaning. It could be because of 10 different reasons. So I don't think, I'm just trying to tell you that if you are not getting an interview or anything, you should blame it to your condition. That's what I'm saying.
I shouldn't.
You should not. Because there could be, in parallel, there could be 20 different reasons that I can tell you why it is happening. And another thing, it's just not happening to you, it's happening to everyone, especially in today's date.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is the case, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. So I what I'm
If I
trying, what
secure
I'm
an interview, then I can tell some other professional reasons for the gaps.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, I have gaps. I have many other things. I have left 4 or 5 jobs. It doesn't mean I tell them, oh, I have some personal problem because of that I left or something. I mean, there has to be a professional reason why you leave it, and most of the time that is the case. So just keep that in mind. And second thing, don't blame your condition for your because something is not happening. You can't do that all the time. I mean, I understand that and I'm not a doctor, so I can't judge your condition or how bad this condition could be and things like that. But talking to you looks like the medicine is helping you, right?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
So you are getting on track and try to then improve your work on your things and 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 what has happened to you in the past, has to be the past. You can't keep on dwindling on that. You understand my point? Then try, and then try to move on, saying that how can I move on with my life and do things which I probably made some wrong decisions, whether whatever it was or whatever I want to do. As far as the job or the career path is concerned, or you saying that can I go abroad and do this or do that, that is a separate story. Then you have to figure that out, how to go out and do things. But one thing I can tell you for sure is um, it is extremely difficult or almost impossible for anybody who is not in that country and apply for job in different country.
Ah, yeah. That I came to know.
Yeah, it's almost zero.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Virtually impossible.
It's not. It's almost not. It's zero. I mean, I live in US. Can I apply for job in India? Yeah, but can I get it? I don't think so. I have to be there, right? Or can I go for a job in Sweden? Yeah, I can apply because it's internet, right? I can apply, but can I get it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have to once you are not there, it's physically impossible, and then it's for many other reasons, immigration, and that becomes almost impossible.
Lot of other things. Yeah. Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. Don't have the false hope. So
I
so
understand.
your best chance would be where you are.
Yeah, one more question I wanted to ask you.
Go ahead.
The 1.5 years I did research in that institute, university, Malaysia. So, is it? I don't understand. Like, they are not giving even some experience certificate for those years or nothing. There is nothing actually. So,
Say again?
except the PhD. No, that the foreign university in Malaysia, the supervisor is not giving me a certificate that I worked there for 1 year or 1.5 years.
What's gonna happen? What good it is? There's no that you. I don't think there is anything good you can come out from that.
I thought I can use it as an experience for.
I mean, you can just write in your CV. You don't need anything.
Okay. Okay. that's already fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have worked at so many places or been there. Do I need a certification? Just write in your CV you were there for a year, didn't work out. It's as simple as that. It doesn't do. It's not going to do any help to you.
Should I tell that like I did PhD and then I discontinued, but I have experience of this field? I don't.
I don't think you can count as an experience. All you can say is I was there to do my graduate studies and I came back after a year because of some personal reasons, or it didn't work out, or I didn't like it. Whatever you can say. It's as
Okay.
simple as that. 1 year staying somewhere and you're trying to use that as an experience. I don't understand what experience
Yeah.
it is. There is no experience. I mean, you have to either you finish your studies or you don't. Simple.
No, actually, it was a research work. Though I was working in the lab.
Yeah, so you can write in your CV that I had 1 year of research experience working in a lab in Malaysia at this university. End of the story.
That will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody asks you much more than that, I'm pretty sure you have a letter of admission or something.
Yeah, yeah, I do have.
Yeah,
I do
so
have.
that is more than enough.
Okay. And one last question. I sent you two CVs. Actually, recently, for before a week, I updated CV for like one page, skill based. In old CV, I have included more information like what are skills, instruments I can handle. Which one you seem to be better? The one page CV or the two page one? The 19 one or the 21?
For what reason? What purpose?
For a research lab job.
Yeah, I think those CVs are fine. I mean, you have expressed that where you have worked and what you have done and all that. So yeah, the
The
CV,
new one.
the PDF you have sent is good enough, I think.
Okay, okay,
But
not the old one.
yeah, but I think you can explain little bit longer on some of the things that you have done, what you are doing there, what project you have done. So make it little bit like 2 or 3 pages, I think.
2 pages.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 pages should be good. But you can, like you have written bullet points. If you see one thing you have to understand, if you're gonna write lot of things, nobody reads it.
Okay.
If you're gonna write like 50 bullet points or 10 bullet points, or you should have not more than 5 bullet points. Like you have written here
Okay.
like senior application specialist, like 4 bullet points. That should be more than enough. So even in your current job, just write 4 bullet points, and you can, if you want to
Okay.
explain something, you can explain it later. And in an academic background, you can write like graduate studies at whatever university. Just write that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but let me tell you one thing is, um, don't ever use your condition as an excuse. It's not going to help you.
Okay.
It's not going to help
Okay.
you. Okay?
Okay.
Don't use that an excuse. Try to try to work on it. Try
Okay.
to move on, and try to look for the future. Don't look back. Okay? And be smart little bit. I'm not saying that these conditions are not serious conditions or something, but talking to you looks like you are getting better, so it's a good news, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
move on with your career, and that's the only way you can be successful.
Yeah.
And I think you are doing fine, to be honest with you. I mean, you have a job, which is a very good thing. Lot of people right now, even graduating from IITs or somewhere, are not having jobs. So you have to understand that, like the condition right now is not very very good, and maybe in coming days that not be very good. And the area you are working on is a good area.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
It's a good.
actually I am getting charges to work on coronavirus itself.
Exactly. So you should be happy about that. Try to be happy. Try to be excited what you're doing, and work hard. Do something good, and I'm pretty sure you will have a good career, because the area you are in is what everybody needs nowadays, right?
Yeah. Yeah.